Surveys and forms are really powerful tools to gather information. For example, if you want to better know your clients' needs and wants, a survey is really powerful to get all that data inside your business. Or if you're doing a research, a form and a survey can let you better organize the ideas for you to put into a paper or into a job-related document. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to use a tool that does just that. We're going to take a look at Typeform. Typeform is a software that lets you create surveys and forms in a really fast and enjoyable manner. It is also a software that lets you create apps without you even knowing a single line of code. I'm gonna disappear for a bit. See you guys at the end. I'm gonna show you my screen a bit better. So this right here is Typeform. Once you create an account, you're gonna be greeted with this window right here, and Typeform is already giving me some elements to work with to create a survey. I can add each element one by one. I can also import questions that I've already used in a different project in order for Typeform to create the survey, or I can also create with AI. Let's say I want to create a survey in order to understand which kinds of bicycles people buy the most. So I'm going to ask the AI to do just that. I'm going to click on continue. The AI asks us to specify a couple of topics for it to better create the survey. Topic number 1 would be bicycles, and topic number 2 would be sales. So let's see which questions the AI generates. So this is the survey that Typeform created. We can add a description for our project. Let's say that we want to get a better idea of which types of bicycles people buy. Please fill in this survey. This is the interface that a potential responder of the survey would see. If they click on start, they would be taken to the first question, then to the second, and just like that to the end of the survey. We can change the design of the survey right here with these tabs on the top. If I click on design right here, we have some templates. You can also create your own themes on this tab on the bottom. For example, I can create a new one and then save it. I can add a logo to that theme. I can change the font, the buttons, the background, each of the specific parts of the theme. For example, let's say that I want the background to be orange, I want the buttons to be yellow, and the text on the button to be green. Let's say that the answers are gonna be purple. I can also change the way that the buttons look. For example, if I want them to be rounded, I click on this option right here. I can change the font as well. Let's look for one that says bicycle a bit more. Maybe this one. We can change the color of the font as well. You can enlarge the text, you can send it to one side, you can make it centered. And once you've done with the theme, you can just save it. And once you click on design once again, this will be one of your themes, but some of them are on the paid version. Right now we're using the free version, but if you want to use the additional features that the paid version has to offer, you can click on the description down below. We have some affiliate links that you can use. Let's leave the one that I created for now, and let's check the questions that Typeform created with the AI. If we go to the first question, it says, what type of bicycle do you currently own or plan to buy? We have some 5 different answers that we can choose from. We can edit each of them. Let's say I don't want this question to appear. Let's delete it. And we can add another one. Let's say that motorbike. I know that's a bit of a stretch, but I just want to show you how to add different choices. As I showed you on the design tab, if we click right here on edit, we can change the color of the questions, the orientation of the questions as well. We can change the size of the questions and answers themselves, and we can make them just how we like it and how we want to present it to possible responders. As you see, the AI does a really good job at creating the questions just with some instructions that I wrote. Let's see the second type of question. This is more of a fill-in survey type of question. Right here is asking the responder to fill in their first name, their last name. It even created a tab for the people answering to add their country. We can add the countries on the tab right here on the right. For example, let's say Albania, and it's going to be changed right here. We can also hide or show specific parts of the survey. If I don't want the last name to be asked, I just click on this eye icon right here and I can show it once again. This icon right here specifies which questions in the survey are gonna be mandatory for the people answering to answer. If they don't answer these questions, they cannot move on with the survey. If you click on them a little asterisk is gonna be added to that part of the survey. If they don't fill out their first name, they cannot move on to the third part of the survey, let's say. This is an open type question where people answering can share additional comments or preferences about bicycles they are gonna purchase. This is another multiple choice question. This is just one way in which you can use Typeform, just using the AI to create the questions for you. But as of now, we're gonna create a new form for us to do it manually. If we go back to the home page, we can create a new form. We can do it from scratch. For example, I want to ask for the contact info first. We're taken to this page right here where we can edit all the parts of the form as we did with the AI version. Once again, we can show or hide specific elements of the form. We can make them mandatory or not. We can change the design as well. We can use the theme that we created previously, or we can use the ones on the gallery as well. Right here on the top, we have some different options that are really cool as well. For example, we can translate the questions in a form using AI. And if we want to add more content to the forms, we just click right here on add content. Let's say we want to add a drop-down question where people answering can pick from different options. So each choice must be on a different line. So let's say these are the choices. If I save them, right now there are 5 options in the list from 1 to 5. You can even add video and audio to the forms. You can add text. You can connect different apps to import elements to these forms. Let's create a multiple choice question, for example. You just click on the choices, and just like that, you create a multiple answer question. We can also add pictures, for example. We can upload them. Let's upload a bicycle picture. And this would be a type of question where people answering could click on different images. I'm gonna go back to the first form that we created using AI. And I think we've already finished with the creation of this form. So once you're finished, you can share it with this button on the top right here. And just like that, you get your form right here for you to test. If I click on start, I'm gonna be taking question by question. Since I didn't make any of them mandatory, I can just skip all of them. And if you wanna share your survey and your form, you click on this icon right here where it says copy link, and I can open it, for example, in a different tab, and I can send it to everyone I want to get an answer from. As you just saw, using Typeform is really intuitive and really quick to get a hold on. It is really useful to get information into your business or to get information, let's say, for a research. With this specific survey, I could get a lot of data on which types of bikes people buy, and I could create a plan in order, for example, to sell more bikes in my business, or I could write a paper regarding of people preferences when it comes to bikes. As I told you, there is an affiliate link in the description down below for you to use the paid version of Typeform as well. If you like this content, I invite you guys to subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch of other tutorials uploaded as of now. I want to read all your comments down below if you've already used Typeform, how you use it, if you find it useful or not. I want to know all of your opinions. Once again, my name is Santiago. Thank you very much for being here, and see you guys on the next tutorial. Bye bye.